Holy crap, it's Wednesday again. Yep. Time for Alan Anderson with Hump Day Hints. Hey, it's me, Alan Anderson. Anderson Estimating Service. Right there. And it's so hard to point at something that's really not there. And then it really is. I feel like, anyways. Yep, there it is. So let's get right into it, man. So, hey, first off, kudos to that roaming nomad. The guy that I came to Tennessee to hang out with bailed. He took his whole family. He didn't want to be around me so much. No, I'm just kidding. Situation, he traveled around the country. I'm really jealous. But, yeah, he needs to come over and do some takeoffs. Anyway, so Anderson Estimating Service, hey, I redid the website. I put the free tools up here so you can go to the backfill calculator now. We worked on that a little bit last week. Just so you know, this one, you can now type in like 25 minus 20. So you can put the elevations in. I was like, I did a takeoff last week. I was like, wait a minute, wouldn't it be nice if we could just put the, oh yeah, I did the wrong math. You have to backspace it out. I'll fix all this as I use it. Okay. Wow. 50 minus 20, 30. Okay, so these tools, I'm not making them to sell them. I'm sharing my tools with you. So let me just show you how this program came about, this backfill calculator. Okay, I've got a little slideshow. Let me show you. So I had this Excel spreadsheet, and then I had this. This is my calculations. Yeah, I wrote this because I wanted it to be all in one, right? I wanted to just write this formula that I could just have it. And then, so here's my formula. If you want that formula, you just ask. Care. It's just math. Anyone can do math. Actually, this was really hard to do, this little thing. But so I took that, and I took both of them, and I fed them into Claudia, my girlfriend, and I made the calculator. See, look, it looks exactly like it. Yeah, I'm just converting my old tools and just putting them on the website, trying to drive work because I'm so broke. My glasses broke. I can't pay for them. So I came up with this idea. I had just enough for, so I was like, wait a minute. If I go and get a prescription, they're going to give me free contacts. So I have a month and get some glass money. Anyways, so so that's what happened. I took the Excel spreadsheet and the calculations and made a program. So go use it. It's easy. And it has this little thing. You can print it out, and it shows the little profile that you used, and it shows all the data. No, I said nothing, obviously. So, yeah, it's totally free. I'll just give it away. Why not? It's fun. I enjoy programming. So, and it doesn't. I'm not like giving away some trade secret on how to calculate backfill. I'm just presenting it in a way that's just a little bit more easy to use. You know, hey, here's your back cut. Here's your vertical component. Here's your safety slope. What's your existing? If you don't have an existing, you just put 0 there, and it's going to match. There's no existing slope. And there's no safety slope, which is just weird. That would just be a box. But, yeah, and then if you didn't have any vertical, then it would just be a triangle, right? Because we have back cut. So if we had a vertical, what we would do is maybe we have a 1-to-1 safety slope. And let's see, there we go. So there's no vertical. And then you just, there's your, then you just build a template for what the project typically is going to be. You can scroll through them. what it's saying here is that this data doesn't match the picture because you're just and then you just adjust the data and it'll adjust it. And then you can do it by station or by distance. And then, yeah, you just put your stuff in here. And now we have a new thing. It tells us how many visits and how many people printed it. So pretty fun. Yeah, so let's line up a job. Oop. And that's, so that's up there. And yeah, I have so much stuff I could show you. I could spend all day. I'll leave it for another day. We got this project. Let me see. Let's see. Get the plans up there. This is a project, public works project that was completed. One thing with me, when I do takeoffs, I'm like the first one to look at it. If you're a takeoff guy and you're not like telling you're like, you should be looking at all the whole thing. You're overlaying everything, and you should be able to remember from page to page, like, oh, wait, that's not what it looked like on the other page. But that's just me. So on this job, I do this all the time. Notes to these are your windows of opportunity. That's one of the guys I worked for. Yeah, except that I quit because he thought, I don't know, he wanted to scam people. So there's difference between windows of opportunity that you like tell them about and windows of opportunity that you don't tell them about. I'm the tell them about guy. That's why I always have a bunch of the same customers. Because I'll be like, yeah, I'll bid this like everybody else, but I'm telling you right now, you better look at my ads. Because I've put a whole bunch of ads in this because this thing's going to go way over. Yeah, I just be right up front with my customers. I suggest you do the same. Be Christian. I know it's hard, or whatever religion. It doesn't matter. Just be truthful with people. Everybody wants the truth, even if it sucks. Even if the truth sucks, sometimes you just have to tell them, like, yeah, my dog ate my homework. It really did. So, yeah, on this one, there was an existing gas line under the building that I know. Does it get removed? So, and the demo, the existing sewer under the existing building. So, I saw a whole bunch of stuff during the demo that I wanted to make sure the estimator saw. Trying to get you out of here, 20. And then, because I overlay all the plans, it says the landscape plan shows the whole site as pavers, not the same as the civil plan. So, yeah, so when you're doing a takeoff, you should be looking at the whole damn job. I mean, otherwise, don't have a takeoff guy. If you're going to be an estimator, if your takeoff guy isn't doing this, you need to train him. Really, he needs to be, and you need to, well, all my takeoff guys, I'd be bringing them up, trying to get them to be estimators, And then no AC sections provided. This was a 75% set of plans. So we're going to line this thing up. So typically what I do is I'll go through a set of plans, and I start at the beginning. I write down the address and all that so I can get it lined up, and I go look at it. Look at your jobs. I mean, you should be going to your sites, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm old school. I always walk my jobs. I get actually out of the car because I will see stuff that you won't, and I'll get the job because I got out of the site out, and I just looked at the plans on a tablet. You don't have to have a set of plans. There's no reason to be printing anything now. There's just no reason at all. You should be doing everything digital. All right, so let's look at these plans. So what I do is I go through and I write down, okay, there's the topo, and I have this sheet. I like to write things down. So I go ahead and I take a piece of paper and I write the sheet numbers down. Okay, so I have, let's just do like 4. I'll just show it to you really quick. And I should be able to do this in like 5 minutes. Oops. Whoa, hopefully I can cut that out. So, oh, hey, by the way, did you know anything about this? Have you heard about that? Yeah, I don't know anything about it. I think you need to search it. If you search it, you might find it. Some programmer, oops, you need to see the screen. Yeah, if I don't show you the screen, you're not going to see it. So let's go ahead and we'll go straight into it. Boom. This is what this job looks like. Remember there was pavers in here? So yeah, it's pretty cool. I just pulled it up, I'm telling you. Let's look at the stripped versus, if we look at existing versus stripped. No, we want stripped to be the final and existing to be the beginning. So it looks like we stripped the whole dang thing. Yeah. So if we go into edit mode, we could go in here. I like this hash regions. I make them really nice now. Yeah, it looks like the whole site got stripped. And that makes sense because we go to the Google Earth. Yep. There was a little barn there at the time. And then now it's, boop, there it started. Oh, that's really nice. And there it is. And it looks like they stalled. They stopped because this was 2022, 2024. Ooh, that's nice. They've got the, looks like they did do pavers in most of this. But this is all asphalt. And there's some pavers back there and a little bio retention system. If you go down there, so there's different ways to look at a job. Well, we can go into that some other time. We're going to line up sheets today. So we're going to go file, import, and we're going to go to civil. And I've already written them down. Typically, I'll bring in the grading because and you want to make sure they're annotated. Hopefully, I haven't even done these, so we're just going to go for. I'm going to assume that you know how to. This is just a lineup thing. Ooh, green, cool. Okay, so this is a two-pager, so we're just going to bring in this one first, right? So we're just going to go, we're going to hit the scale. 20. Image scale, 20. There we go. Yes, we always want to measure, and we never, ever use this thing unless you cannot think of anything else. Anything is better than that. So now here's a PL. That's what I usually go for. But we're just going to assume it's to scale because I would have seen in that notes. Okay, so I'm just going to say no. All right, so data transfer, we're going to vectorize it. I got 5 minutes to do this. Come on, baby. The computer's got to be faster. And we're just going to, we're going to crop it. Looks like the match is somewhere in here. Oops. Come on. Data transfer. Croc. Oh, you. Oh, I was still in that other mode for some reason. Oh, I was in the check scale mode. It just wouldn't let go. Yes, I want to. And I usually take out these, I just hide them. Don't delete. Just hide, because then you're going to have to redo it. So, because if you didn't get something, right? You should be able to do this in like 5 minutes. That's the existing. That's design. That's design. That I want to hide. I might need it when I get back over to the other site. I'm going to show you. This is not hard. I'm just bringing this over. Design. And push J. And you can see what lines are left. And I want those in the design. That's going to have those outlines. It looks like there's some blow-ups. Look, this is existing finished floor. So that goes in that. There was a barn out there. And it says up here, existing. Goes to existing. If they're made directly from the PDF, this is striping design. I like to have all that lined up. There's a storm drains. We'll put that in the design, sure. And there's the sewer design. And there's the PL. I always like to have that. Put that in the design. Here, these are existing. Proposed parking, okay, design. Let's go look, edit. There we are. Okay, push J. I have my hand on the keyboard, and I have a mouse in one hand and a keyboard in the other. So I'm dual hand. I actually sometimes I get cramps in my hand, and I have a left-handed mouse. I'm dedicated to my customers. Nothing stops the bear. So yeah, so now we got this. We got the existing. And then we're just going to go ahead. Now this is the same sheet, so we're just going to import. We're in edit mode. Yeah, it should be this fast. And we're going to import the same one. I'm just going to do this one sheet. So it's the same scale. I like to do both. Just have both out there. So you could see them. Just push this over here and just move the screen over. Boop. Align, and here's how I align. I just go boom, boom, somewhere in there. Don't try and align it the first one. And then I get to corners, right? I'm going to get to a corner. Find a good corner. There's a good. And then you go in the middle of that line, that black line. Because this skinny little line, and I always put snap, boom, right there. Now, it looks perfect. I love it. They're both north. Well, they're the same ones. So now, all right. So, but we wanted this. This is the new page. Let's make sure. Bring this over here. So we are on, got this one, and we got this one. So we want to move one of them over. This is match line B. It's up here. There it is. Boom. Now, is this the same scale? I've seen it. I've seen all kinds of stuff. Aligned. Boom. Boom. There's, see, I use the existing. On this one, I would probably use the existing. I'm looking for something that matches. This 488, I like that little thing there. How does it match? There's, oh, this building is that building. And let's push the other one in here. We can see it. I'm pushing insert so I can see where it is. It's right there. Why is it? Oh, there's that black line. Okay, let's push insert. Get that other one over there. Oh, there he is. Align. Boom. Boom. There we go. Now we got some. Now we're just looking for a corner. There's a good corner. That's pretty lined up, but yeah, don't even ask. It's right there. Think. I see some better ones. I like this one. Oh, there it is. Save. You're an AGTEK user, you know all about the save button. Yeah. All right, hold on, cup of coffee. Gotta have coffee. Wait. But coffee first. But first, coffee. Yes. Gotta have coffee. So there it is. I think that took like 5 minutes. I just lined up the exist. Now, now for anything else, it's really easy. Like the paving, what's this? Import. Come on. Yeah, so we could bring in the civil plans for the other ones, the paving plans. So we go to 5, and hopefully if it's the same thing, no, it isn't. But if it was the same thing, a lot of the, oops, let's bring those in, import. The civil plans. So that was page 4, right? And page 5, yeah, it's not the same. But if it was, now this is the erosion control. Wait a minute. Page 3. Hold on. Yeah, there's nothing scripted about this. So page 3, yeah, it's perfect. So we're going to bring in page 3 and watch this. You don't even have to, you just bring them in and then just align them. Watch. Align. Watch how easy this is. Snap. Snap. It should be right on top of it. Oh, please. See, you know what? Sometimes. Oh, it's not. Dang engineers. I use anything at the edge or a corner. I like, oh, there. See, there's a corner. Aligned. Yep, nothing scripted about this, nothing edited. This is raw video. Yep, there it is. It's all lined up. But sometimes you can actually see they moved it. But sometimes, and it's really cool, like when you have a huge 300-acre job, you can just line up the sheets. Like the erosion control and the paving and the utilities, and they'll all like match up on the sheet corners. But these ones don't. But they'll get you at least close. Like I could do that one again, right? And that'll at least get me close to this one. I know it's offset a little bit. So we could say, okay, come on, 3. Align. But usually you can just click on the corners and then it would just be right there. But not this one. No, it had to be difficult. Hopefully this new mic you're liking. Let's see. Mikey likes it. Oh, yeah, those lines again. There it is. And there it is. The life of a takeoff guy. Lining up plans. Oh, oof. Check, double check. Align. I'll sit there and sometimes just keep aligning. And sometimes I just go, it's close enough. But I like to get it perfect. As perfect as I can. Ooh, yeah, that's good. There it is. Yeah, so I just wanted to show you how to do a lineup real quick. And I kept it at 22 minutes. Hey, have a blessed day. And let me just show you a couple other things I was working on at the end. Hey, did you know that a one-humped camel is a dromedary and a two-humped camel is a bacterian? Yeah, I never knew that. And it's actually called a camelus dromedary. Dromedary? Yeah. And it camelus. Camelus, really? They just added an us to it. They didn't even, yeah, we just cut off the us. And, but you know what? There's 3 kinds of people in the world. And I found this out from doing camel stuff. People that can count and people that can't. Have a blessed day.